Hyperdive Heroes is a podcast for grown-ups, with cursing, depicted violence, and unsettling descriptions. Viewer discretion is advised.
Dear Journal, we have successfully made it into the city of Metaburg, though our welcome was less than friendly. A rather large bird-like monster attacked us no sooner than we had landed upon the winding walkways of the city. Escaping the bird, we managed to enter into one of the large suspended structures where I was able to determine that I can in fact move the structure using a console in the center of the chamber. Having moved our sanctuary and granting us some degree of reprieve, we were able to explore the structure and reunite with Drew, the beast wizard. During our exploration, we discovered what seems to be someone's domicile, now sealed by the oppressive overgrowth that has overtaken the city. Inside, we found a man trapped in some kind of amber stasis pod attached to the far wall. Something terrible has happened, and though we have found several clues thus far, I lack sufficient evidence or context to begin making any real sense of them.
Hello, strangers, please, come, take a sit by the fire. Warm yourself as I crack open my tome.
Think I'll pass, old man.
Story
crack
time
open
with
some
Marlin.
cold ones with the boys.
Yes, let me open up this soggy tome filled with starfish.
Why is it
Oh,
soggy?
there one goes. Yeah, one fell on the floor. Oh, that's your starfish now.
My book of dried, pressed
That's
fish.
for you. That's for you now. This is your special
Does it come
starfish.
with a subscription to the Wizard Mafia?
Yes, and you get a month free on our magazine. But you have to pay afterwards. And let me tell you, the emails get really invasive.
Just write your...
It's like 2 a day.
Just sign your name and email right here.
My lucky day.
Speaking of which, I haven't checked my mail in a while.
Probably not. Well, you guys have been trapped in a magical world, so you haven't even checked much of anything.
Nope.
If you
So
send
that
it to your spam
that makes
folder,
sense.
the email wizard will come through your monitor.
Oh, yes. I love him. His name is Jamel.
Jamail, the IT wizard.
Jamel. Oh, he's so powerful. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Hyperdive Heroes. Good to see you there. Come and join us by the fire with Marlin and our soggy spellbook. I am your host, Game Master, Rabble Rouser, and I am here to, I think, run a game. I kind of think of it as like a labor that I have to perform, that I'm forced and obligated to do by the goblins that are holding me hostage.
Yep,
You
I've got a
wanted
gun
to
his
do
head
this.
currently.
Don't pin the blame
Yeah,
on me.
Daedra has just outed herself as a goblin, confirmed?
Yep,
A goblin I may be,
100%.
but you wanted to do this.
Well, since you're so keen on having a go at it, how about you introduce yourself?
No,
Wow.
you can't tell me what to do.
All right.
Okay, well,
This is
hi,
not
I'm
productive.
Daedra Rude, and I'm playing Chad Kyle Ryan, 3 first names.
It just gets
and
more.
He is getting very, very, very tired of being Jelly. He doesn't want to
Yeah,
be Jelly
well, you know.
anymore.
He doesn't want us keep being jiggly.
You don't want to be Flubber from the hit movie?
Flubber?
I really like the part where they came in and said it's flubber time.
It's flubbering time.
Well, on that lovely note, I am Tristan Riley. I am playing Sonny Summers, the once sort of worker at the Cloud Cup, sucked into this extravaganza with these fellow wild hooligans, and we're about to get hunted by a beast, I think.
Not just a beast, the beast.
My name is Alexander Kirkendall, and I will be playing the part of Robert Orion Bancroft, the tired and strangely British Seattleite indie game dev who likes to do nerd shit like learn swordsmanship and go to Ren fairs and SCA events.
Last time we left off, we had just made our way into Metaburg, and we had finally started to navigate this strange place when we were attacked by, a giant bird made of plants and vines. And Robert, I think, threw up his entire stomach. Sonny became an epic action hero, and Chad is suffering just in general.
100%.
I think Chad's just suffering immensely. You guys made it inside one of the little nodes, these little enclosed neighborhoods, and you learned that the civilians have been put into sort of pods and these suspended animations. And you can sort of there's these rune sequences you can type into these orbs at the center of the chamber that kind of moves these nodes from place to place and connects them between different bridges, which is all sort of powered by web design magic. So you could say that these various neighborhoods are almost like web sites.
I mean, they have IP addresses.
They do. And just as you guys were trying to figure out what to do, you were joined by Drew, who was revealed to have been the bird that saved you guys when you guys initially arrived in this place, that giant bird that kind of swooped in to help you guys. And he reconvened with you guys injured. And basically, he told you guys that there's a vault at the bottom of Metaburg that should contain useful items and should be where the binder blade is. But then again, as he said, all the nodes and little areas can move, so it might not be at the bottom of this tall spire anymore, but it still could be. So there's always just a shot of going down there. It was right after that you guys heard a knock on the door before it was slammed open by Chaos the Beast. And that is where we find all three of you standing face to face with at the open door as the looming shadowy figure, arms and shoulders, raised up kind of like an animal down onto its, hind legs, its head almost dropping below where its shoulders are, underneath the huge dark cowl and cloak that it seems to wear, burning black and yellow eyes, and at the same time, a foul odor that kind of rolls off of it and begins to permeate within the chamber as you instinctively step back, your nose and eyes beginning to sting from just the intense foulness of this thing's presence. At the same time, as its hand lands on the ground, you watch as the earth and plants and vines beneath its claws turn to a slimy sludge upon contact that appears to sort of ooze and sort of allow its giant clawed hand to sink into the ground slightly as it almost oozes and melts beneath it. And you can see it's...
at least he was polite enough to knock.
Yeah, you got manners, right?
Yeah.
And you can see that his long, gnarled claws drip with a blackish green ichor.
Icky.
Very similar to the ichor that was dripping from the dragon.
You'd have to get a closer look, but maybe.
Detail oriented. I did get a good look at the ichor dripping from the dragon's wound.
I think at the moment you're grasping at your mouth and eyes as you're being hit by a wave of noxious, just fucking miasma.
You see,
skunk.
I have the nice spice clothes.
Yes, it just means you have a boon to your roll, I believe. When you have to make your roll. Yeah. So you're just gross as you're
Robert
covering your face.
Also in front, so he's taking the brunt of it.
Yeah. So this thing is now looming in front of you, and as it said in its melodious voice, you heard it say,
"There you are. Found you."
And it then lunges a clawed forearm out towards all of you what do you all do? Now, technically, I wouldn't say you guys are surprised because it made its presence known very loudly and definitely
Thank you for knocking,
gave you all a
yes.
chance to react. So I think you all have a chance to do something before anything happens. But first things first, its horrible odor does need all of you to make me a miraculous save.
But I make this
Which
with,
Robert does
boon?
2 dice.
Yeah.
Yes, with 2 dice.
So I'll just roll a regular boon roll rather than a miraculous save.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 3. Cool. So I failed.
Okay.
I think all of us failed.
As did
so
That's not great.
yeah, so
That's not good, gang.
that's a 4 for Sonny, it's a 3 for Chad, and a 2 for Robert. If any of you want to spend karma, you can. This is a roll that karma can be spent on if you want.
I would have to
spend 2
spend
karma.
all of my karma. You know, I think
you'd have to spend 3 karma,
Yeah.
Chad, because you roll the 3.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I spent 3 karma.
I think
Okay, cool.
I am going to let it ride for now, because once again, I'm standing in the front and taking the brunt of it, and it makes some sense. Robert's just having a really stinky time in here and just coughing and wheezing the entire time he's in the dungeon.
You also gain a karma for failure, and you also have victory and failure, so you gained 2
Yes, I'm up to 5
for
now.
failing.
I
Nice.
spent
All right,
2 to succeed.
Okay, spending 2 succeed, and then Chad,
Yeah, I spent 3 to succeed.
you do have 6, so might as well.
Yeah.
All right, so what happens is this thick odor blasts out from it, and all of you kind of like start coughing and wheezing. Robert, you're right in front, and when he threw open the door and swung his clawed hand forward, it almost like hit you with like a huge wave of just noxious stench, and Robert falls back onto the ground and begins to retch and vomit on the ground. Just like earlier. So honestly, at this point, you're not even throwing up any like food context. You're throwing up like stomach
I wasn't
acid.
in the first place. I haven't eaten since I got here. We don't need to eat.
That's true. I guess it's like you're throwing up, but for some reason you can just keep throwing up. It's like endless.
Damn this marigold plague.
It's quite awful. Actually, you know what? You're throwing up the same slime that the beast kind of generates. So you're throwing up this like gooey, like green slime from
Yep.
your mouth.
Nope.
Someone's gonna have a big mess to clean up.
Robert's getting close to another mental breakdown, gang. It's been like 30 minutes since he got in here and he's had 2 nausea vomit attacks. It's a bad time.
What I think happens with you, Chad, is it hits you. And at first you're like, oh, the stench. But then you're like, wait, I made a slime. And you just reach up and then squeeze your nose shut, like mold it like slime shut, and just like clog it. And you can still breathe just fine, and you're not being inundated with the smell as much.
Alternatively,
You just walk
I
up and
just
go,
sound kind of like this now because I'm nasally.
yeah, you're nasal Chad now.
if I might make an alternative suggestion, perhaps Chad simply realizes that he no longer possesses organs.
I like the idea he just plugs his nose, he just squishes it, and it's like shut
And
now.
Sonny probably just pulls up a cool
so-
bandana he's had the whole time that he's never used.
Yeah, you whip out a bandana and wrap it around your face, and then afterwards you're like, I didn't even know I could do that, nor that I had a bandana, but here we are.
Chad compresses his nose and now he looks like an anime character with no nose.
I'm gonna make a roll for Drew real quick. Oh wow! All right, so Drew actually also seems to be able to keep moving. Must be his beast wizard power. He just kind of powers through it, like, okay, no, we're still moving, and he dashes over and is gonna grab up Robert from the ground where Robert is currently retching, like just snatch him over his shoulder, and then he's gonna turn and run for one of the doors. So that's Robert taken care of. You guys don't need to worry about him. Drew will pick him up and just sprint for one of the doors to get him out of the way.
Because Drew is strong like an ox.
He truly is. He throws you over his big buff arms. It's a really ripped elf. Sonny, you're into fantasy. You've never seen a jacked elf, but he's like full on massive like pecs and biceps, like jacked elf man. And
Arnold the elf.
yeah, he just throws Robert over his shoulder and kind of sprints towards the back of the room, leaving Chad and Sonny face to face with chaos as he is whipping out a clawed hand towards all of you. What do you two do?
Run!
Okay, so are there any lamps?
Lamps?
Any
No,
lamps or
not around
lanterns?
here. No. Nope.
Darn it.
None.
Darn it. I was gonna
Nope.
ask if he's ready for round 2, and I was gonna tell him to make him more powerful, but I guess I can't do that.
Yeah, there's no lanterns here.
Okay.
Think fast, Chuckle Nuts.
I guess at that point, then I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, Chaos, want to see something cool?" And then I'm just gonna start sprinting.
And I will immediately run after Chad.
Love that.
Put his football sprinting to work.
So you guys are basically going to use your action and your like movement at the same time for like a double action dash,
As
basically for
far
your
as
turn.
possible.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll say you guys just start sprinting away, following Drew, which is basically what he's doing. And as you guys sprint away, that does bring us to the Beast's turn. The Beast is going to get a turn here. He was intent on getting you guys. However, you guys are sprinting away pretty quickly, so he's like crawling, and like his like large hands are clawing across the earth and turning it to like goo and sludge, as like almost like a Attack on Titan, like when the Titans like crawl towards you really fast. Like it's like that, where he's just like on his belly almost, sliding across the slime across the floor after all of you, and it's really fast. It's like freakishly fast, like how fast he's moving across the ground for a creature of his size. And being up close to him again as he's coming after you, you're reminded of how large he is. He's easily, like, his body is like the width of like a semi-truck.
Oh, Jesus
like,
Christ.
And then add the limbs, the tail, and the head under the cloak, and we're talking about a huge creature that could snatch one of you up in its clawed hands if it
Small
wanted.
kaiju.
Yeah, it is a big creature, and it is just moving across the ground after all of
Ain't
you.
fucking with that.
And I think what it does is it like its hand hits the ground, and a bunch of the ground ahead of it begins to melt and turn into sludge. And all three of you, Robert is currently on Drew's shoulders, but Chad, Sonny, and Drew's feet all begin to sink into the sludge, halting your retreat.
Does Chad
And he
sink?
is quick. No, he
Oh.
doesn't.
I'll say, he's made of sludge
actually,
himself.
because you are a slime. That's right, you are a slime, which means Sonny and Drew sink a bit. Chad keeps running for a second and then stops and turns and realizes that everyone else is sinking, but he is not. And that's going to be Chaos's turn. He is closing fast because you guys did dash. It does give you another turn before he's on top of you, but he's going to be on top of you momentarily. So, what do you guys do next?
Do I have to make another miraculous save, or is it just like an initial turn stench, and I'm good now?
You have to make the save, but once you make the save, the way this ability works is once you make the save, you're good for the rest of the
Okay,
combat.
so-
It's like a frightful presence, basically. It triggers at the start of combat with him, and then and once you have made the save, you're good, and then next time you fight him, it
You bet.
resets. But it's just basically a once you save, you're good.
Okay,
kinda
would it
deal.
be the end of my turn or the beginning?
It's technically like at the end of your turn, so like the next turn you get to do something.
Okay.
So really, you just make a roll and hope you hit a
So
6.
God damn. All right. Well, I get a 2. So I'm going to spend 3 karma, go down to 2, and I'm going to make the save because, you know, being incapacitated
Okay.
for multiple rounds really does kind of suck.
All right, Robert, I think you, and I think what you do is you bury your face in the sort of collar of your shirt and just inhale the nice pumpkin spice seasoning. Just sort of like clear your sinuses. You're like taking big whiffs of your clothes, almost like to block
Yeah.
out the stench.
Yeah.
That is enough to sort of like stymie the stench so that your next turn you will be able to function. As for Robert or as for Sonny and Chad, both of you have already made your checks. You're good. What are you two doing? Sonny, you're like half sunk into this slime.
Ah, fuck. Oh.
I'd like to try and pull them up and out of the slime.
Okay, cool. Are you just trying to do that physically, or are you trying to use your glitch powers?
Trying to do it physically. I'm a strong boy.
He sure is.
All right, just a physical
Chad.
grab, but just grabbing them up.
Yeah. It'll just be
All
a
right,
normal roll, probably.
Yeah, I think it's just a normal roll for you.
Okay. It's a 5.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. All right, yeah. I think you grab. You can only do one person at a time, so I guess you want to do Sonny, or do you want to do Drew and Chad, or Drew and
I'll
Robert?
do Drew and Robert.
So Drew and Robert, you pop him out of the slime. As soon as you pull him up out of the slime, Drew is going to create 2 bird wings that shoot out of his back, and he's going to quickly take to the air and fly across the rest of the room to the door without walking in the ground, carrying Robert, so he can avoid sinking into the slime again. Sonny, that leaves it to you.
All right. I whip around facing, well, trying to, I guess, as best I can in this sludge. And I...
Yeah, you're kind of like half turning because you're like
sort of
stuck,
twist
so
around, and
you're like,
I'm gonna try to knock an arrow with my bow of entangling, and just try to, I think, aim for one of the claws and just try to like hobble its progress a bit. That wouldn't
Once per
like
scene,
be able
yeah.
to entangle his whole body, would it? I was gonna aim for one of his paws.
What is it? What is it specifically?
It just
say?
says entangle a creature once per scene. I don't know.
Then yeah,
It does not have a size limit.
Then, yeah.
Holy shit. That's so good.
Yeah, no, you just do it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that will shape though. The big thing that's going to matter is like what powers that the creature has.
Sure. I'm
You know that you're using it on, so
basically
some
just trying
creatures
to
might be able to get out of it
slow
faster.
Yeah, so I can get out of this mess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
All right, so you'll make a
With a
make a roll.
boon,
You need a 3 to hit.
Yep.
Yes, with a boon.
Ranged weapon.
Because ranged weapons you have a boon. So yeah. So you need
I
a
got
3 to hit.
5.
5, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
So that's also a strike at that's a strike at damage too. So you fire the bow, it lets out, sails through the air. You fire the arrow, and as the arrow flies, it explodes into vines and tendrils of plants and roots that sort of hit Chaos and then wrap and like surround it and root it to the spot upon the ground, as if the vines and roots then dig into the ground to root it in place. And it halts its movement so that its claw like swings down, and you feel the air as the claw moves past your face, just being halted by the arrow of entangling. The claw only moving inches from your face, whoosh, as it's just pulled back by the entangle. Which brings it to its turn. It's going to use its turn to shudder, and like last time when the explosion happened, you watch part of its body stretch off of itself and reform the rest of itself outside the entangle as it leaves some of itself behind, but then the part of itself that it leaves behind folds and slides out of the entangle into the rest of its body, almost as if it reshapes its body in a direction and then reconstitutes it by pulling what's left back to itself.
That is terrifying.
Chad, when you look at it, there's a moment of realization watching it do that, where like, that's kind of what happens with my slime body.
Okay. So
Damn.
is he made of slime?
Souls-like bosses come in boneless variety now?
You don't know, but it reminds you of that, and you also notice he's turning everything he touches into slime too. It does click with you in this moment because you're watching him.
Slimy bastard.
There's a lot of slime themes going on here.
Would I
so
notice
that's-
any of this?
No, you're just getting done retching and flying through the air under your shoulder.
Fair enough.
You're in the middle of going, like jostling around. But I would say, and Sonny's too busy shooting the arrow and then being like, oh, like the claw. But Chad has just been standing here after pulling Drew and Robert out, and he's just been staring at it. So he got a good look at it.
Gotcha.
But Chad, you can, I think actually we come back around because that's Chaos's turn. Chaos's turn is that he just escapes your binding, and so he'll just be able to move next turn. But he just gets out of it.
Okay.
Okay.
And but yeah, Chad, Robert, and Sonny, it's back to
I
you
would
guys.
like to try to get out of the slime and try to run.
This is less difficult. You only need a 3 to get out of the
Okay.
slime.
A 1.
Yeah. Robert Sonny sinks to about like his like middle, like he sinks half into the goo. Like you're up to like your waist now in it.
Uh-oh.
Ugh. All right.
I have an idea. Chaos has pretty good hearing, right?
You don't know.
Considering, the fact that he's like a bestial creature, and from my knowledge, maybe a little bit sort of venom coated, I am going to try and use my magic lute to play a discordant melody that will cause it to sort of like be sort of stunned as its sensitive hearing is overwhelmed by this shrill melody.
Okay, not really a power you have. You don't really have the power to do that. You do have scrolls.
Well, I'm not trying to like cast a spell. I'm
but
just trying to use the magic lute to play something.
Okay, that though is in the realm of casting a spell, which you do not have the ability to do.
I should have played a wizard. Okay.
The orb gave me the middle finger.
Actually, if Chad floats, I wonder. Sonny, put this on! And I will throw skin at Sonny.
Oh no!
Maybe Chad's skin will make you float. Just to try it.
Robert opens his inventory and chucks the green Chad skin
Imagine
down
there's
at
like
him.
a big wet splat
I guess-
as it lands on me.
Yeah, it just lands on top of you. Chad, what are you gonna do?
Seeing that this thing keeps getting closer and like uncomfortably so, Chad's gonna make his hand real big, and he's going to full on slap the beast in the side
fuck
with a
outta
giant
here.
hand.
Doing it again. Alrighty.
Be
Wow.
a power level 2 roll.
Power level 2. All right, let's see it.
Oh my god, a 1?
Oh, boy.
I will use
Every time.
Actually,
so
I
well.
have. Hold on. I got This is interesting, actually. This actually makes a lot of sense. Chad, you swing. So you're going to take, I think, a karma for that, right? You get a karma. What happens is you make this giant slime hand, inflated hand, and you swing your hand to the side of this thing, and you hit it in the side. And as you hit it, your arm and hand start to meld into it.
Uh-oh.
Like it's being absorbed. And you feel your body lifted off the ground and begin to be rapidly pulled towards the beast.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Sonny, you're the only one left who can still technically do something. You weren't able to escape the slime, but you do have the skin now. You have it on top of you.
Skin.
skin.
All right. I sort of like brush the skin off my face that is coating me, and I equip the skin.
All right, you equip skin, and you are suddenly covered in a green Chad morph suit, and you find that you can glide through the slime without any issue.
Awesome.
Almost like moving through water. You can move through it like water.
Can I put my arms like on the edges of the slime, like on the floor, and just sort of like scoot myself along as fast as possible? Whoop.
Yep.
I try to get the fuck out.
All right, you begin doing that. Brings us to Chaos's turn. Chaos sees Chad rapidly approaching, having been connected and pulled towards it.
into an inventory, you dumb bastard!
And it's gonna pull its fist back and try to like punch you out of the air as you're flying towards it, just like knock you out of the air. Just a vicious claw.
At least he's
fist is
he's
just gonna
absorbent.
come screaming towards you.
Yeah, as he does that, I'm actually going to jump into Robert's inventory.
An excellent idea. And that will be your once per scene use of it.
Yeah.
Until another scene. So you vanish. The fist, like with Sonny, comes inches from your face, and we see Chad just instant transmission vanish as the fist swings to where he was. And Robert, and you can see from on Drew's back, or like being carried in his arm, looking over his shoulder back, you get a view of the swing, and you see the swing created a mock cone around it.
Ripples in the air. Okay.
Yeah, just like a speed power ripple just from the air disturbance. And you think that's the kind of, that attack could like crush every bone in my body kind of
Just
attack.
splatter
You
me against the wall because I take extra bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. that could have been incredibly lethal for Chad. So you're like, I think there's a moment where you're like, oh, and then he disappears. And you're like, oh, like you
Yeah,
like
I'm already at 2 strikes.
You
So.
ever get punched in the chest so hard that you pull a Doctor Strange and your soul leaves your body through your back?
Yeah, no, you feel like you were about to watch Chad leave his body forever, and then he vanishes just before the fist collides, and you appear back in the inventory. However, when you look down, you do see that kind of like at the elbow down, you are missing your arm that was used for slapping.
Oh shit. So I have 1 arm now.
That brings us to all of you guys again. Drew reaches the end of the room where the doors are, and he just like elbow checks the door with the opposite shoulder that Robert's on, just to like knock it open. He doesn't even wait. He just full body throws himself into the door to open it, to knock it open, and he speeds down towards the bridge right outside the large opening to this node and lands, instantly letting go of Robert so Robert can get onto his feet, and kind of dropping to like one hand, one knee, looking back in the direction of the open door. Sonny comes out of the slime, running upwards and sort of like half swimming and running up out of the slime, begins to run out of the opening onto the bridge wearing the green Chad morph
Can
suit.
I
Squish, squish.
play an inspiring melody that might help him go faster?
Must go faster. Must go
Chariots of
faster.
Fire or whatever.
Giving him a morale boost?
He's right behind you. He's gonna kill you. Run faster, run faster, run faster. Put the fear of God in him. You know what? Yeah.
His teeth
you know
are
what?
at your back.
Roll me.
Pretty fearful already, but all right.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, roll. Yeah, you know, actually, wait, that's
His
really
claws
good.
are getting closer.
Wait, all
His
right,
teeth are at your back.
Run.
Okay, you know what?
His breath is getting hotter as you feel it on your neck.
Jesus.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give you a roll for that, and you get a boon because you've lore and performance boon. So
Okay.
I'll give you a boon to that.
Okay.
Boon roll to see what you get.
5.
A 5? Yeah. So you start playing that, and as you're doing that, Sonny, as you say, what was it you sing?
His teeth are getting closer. His claws are at your back. His breath is getting hotter as you feel it on your neck. Run faster, as fast as you can.
That's running even
Run faster, oh Sonny, my friend.
And then you're just like, you just start running so fast. You're like, I have to go.
There's just like a bunch of slime being like thrown up behind me as from the slime
So
suit.
what I will say is, since Robert does that for his turn, I will say that you were able to reach them and be next to them now without like having a turn to like catch up. So you're just next to them now. What do you want to do?
Keep running.
Open the door, please.
Yeah, you're next.
The door's not open. I'm gonna throw open the
You're
door.
Drew knocked it open. He flew and body checked the door
I thought
open.
we were
You guys
at
are
the other node.
Great.
you're outside the door on the start of the bridge. The other node is across the bridge over at a different node.
With my movement, I am also going to keep moving. So I'm like playing as I run
and
away.
running backwards.
Yeah.
He's like playing as he runs backwards. Oh no. Drew kind of like stands up and begins to also make his way, and he goes, if we just go to another node, he knows we're gonna be there. We have to find a way to lose him. He's just gonna keep following
so
us.
when Drew says that, Sonny, as he's running, sort of like starts rifling in his pockets and so forth in his cloak, and like squish the whole time. And he pulls out.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
Right.
what are these? And I pull out the 3 magic beans that I got from Lumpy.
Oh,
And I look back real
boy,
quick,
it's
and I
time.
just throw them over my shoulder at the beast. I'm like, come on, do
All 3 of them?
something, beans.
Oh,
Your song scared me so bad, I just
Oh,
tossed them
no.
behind me in complete panic.
Did they hit
Oh
the beast?
no. Oh no. All right. You know what? Roll me 1d6 for each bean, and that will determine how big of an effect the bean has.
Okay. First one is a 6.
1 to 6. Okay.
Second one is a 4.
Okay.
okay.
And the last
All
one
right.
is a 1. Wow. What a
Okay.
That,
progression.
this is a beautiful spread. This is a beautiful
Almost
spread.
perfectly statistical.
So,
Yeah.
all right, great. Love it. So you throw 3 beans behind you. Oh, please throw them behind you in horror. They spin through the air. To get a little bit of inspiration, I'm just gonna roll on a table real quick, if you don't mind.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna get a table out here.
We
real
have fun
quick
with
and
random
just,
number tables.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, let me just
The
make a
terrific
couple
table.
rolls here. Okay. Yeah, let me just
Tables are always fun. You know what you're gonna get, but you don't know what you're gonna
Life is like a random number table. You never know what you're gonna get.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh
get. I already know it's bad when Thomas starts saying that.
Oh no. All
I
right.
love it.
So, okay. So the beans hit the ground. From one of the beans, there's a blast of blue smoke and a campfire made of blue fire.
Oh, that's
appears.
nice.
An old wizard sits at the campfire and he looks, he goes, "Adventurers, I..." As the monster bursts.
We summon the bean wizard and he gets fucking nuked immediately.
So he explodes out of the opening, and this wizard turns and goes, "Ah!" as this monster descends from the opening.
What?
And at the same time, another bean explodes into a massive tree that rockets out, the front of it colliding with the beast like a fist, like this tree just expanding as it's launched in the air. The tree, as it expands, also hits the wizard, and the wizard and goes falling off the bridge. And you hear below,
We'll run into him later.
as he falls out of sight.
Yeah.
And the last bean, as it hits, it explodes into a statue that looks perfectly like Sonny. And then the statue is also knocked off the bridge by the tree and falls.
Oh, wow.
That poor wizard.
We'll run into him again, I'm sure. He'll be fine. It's fine. He's fine.
A lot of good that did. All right.
A massive tree did explode out of the ground and hit Chaos, though, and knocked him
Good.
off to one side. I'm going to roll a d6 here.
Beautiful.
Wow. That's a 1. So the tree hits him and literally knocks him off the bridge, and he plummets over the edge of the
wizard. It's a fucking Gandalf Balrog situation.
Yeah, the wizard falling grabs a fucking sword and starts to fight him. No,
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna go to Wizardland and there's gonna be a funeral.
Good old bean. Good old bean wizard. He was one of the best of us.
He died young. He died young at 21 years old.
we are here to mourn the life of Jack the Bean Wizard. He was the best of us. He was known as Giant Slayer by many. Truly a one of a
Died
kind.
fighting Chaos the Beast. A true hero.
A true hero. He died to save the heroes by helping them escape. That's the story, isn't it?
A most noble sacrifice.
Yeah, very noble sacrifice.
Definitely voluntary on his part.
Oh, yes, for sure. Yeah, so you guys make your way across the bridge to another node. Drew goes, "He's just gonna come right back. We can't just go to this node. He'll know to come search this place."
We can move the node. Unless he knows what node it is.
Can we go to another node?
He can fly.
What about...
He
Well, he's
says.
distracted right now. Maybe we can head for another one. Should we head back?
For a second, he looks around and he goes, "You know what?" He turns, "Do you trust me?"
Do we have a choice?
Not really.
What's the plan?
He puts his hands on both of your heads and says, "Don't resist."
What?
Okay.
And then he begins to cast a spell on both of you. Do you
I'll
let it happen?
I mean, it's our best shot right
I
now.
kind of side-eye Robert for a fraction of a second. And when I see he's letting it happen, I let it happen.
I play the first chord of the song I just played you.
What?
While making eye contact. While making eye
His teeth are getting closer.
Then what happens is Robert
Don't resist the spell.
and Sonny, both of you look around as you see the world getting
Okay.
bigger.
I'm assuming we're turning into like
Everything
birds or
looking
something.
larger. And then you're getting closer and closer to the ground. And before you know it, Robert, you look to your left where Sonny was. and you see a pigeon. You also have this moment where you kind of like your wings just outstretch and you're like, oh yes, I am bird now. Of course, it all makes sense. Sonny, when you look to your side where Robert is, you see an owl.
Motherfucker turned me into the slowest bird? You bastard! Gonna turn us into birds to escape and you make me the slowest fucking one?
Also the quietest.
Watch him turn himself into a peregrine falcon, so it's like you only need to outrun the slowest member of your group. You don't need to outrun the grizzly bear. You bastard!
And Drew also...
I should never have trusted you!
Drew also shrinks down into a falcon.
Of course!
And dives off the edge.
He doesn't need to outrun the beast. He just needs to outrun us. Outfly, I should say.
And do you guys follow?
Yes.
Follow! I'm gonna kick this guy's ass! Fuck you, bro!
You guys begin to fly down, gliding past various nodes as something large zips up past all of you, whoosh, like 20 feet away, back up towards that bridge. And you see Chaos's body hurtling upwards, large wings beating like before.
Carrying a dead wizard in his mouth.
His body almost elongated into like that of like almost like how like a Chinese dragon kind of moves when you fly. As it's beating its wings, its body is like noodling up through the air with the wing beats in a way that's just really uncomfortable. And it whips up to the top of the platform, and from above you hear a roar of anger in the distance and loud smashing and banging noises as rocks and earth and vine are scattered and go falling past all of you as whatever it's doing up there is making a mess.
I may be the slowest bird, but I am the quietest bird, so can I roll for stealth?
He did not notice you guys. No roll required.
We're fine. We're too small.
You guys fly down for a good while until reaching the kind of the roof of another one of these nodes and kind of land where you see there's like a smaller door that is like a kind of an entrance to the top of this thing that goes inside of it.
I go in.
And as you guys land, Drew morphs back up into his human form and opens the door and ushers the two little birds through the door. He then shuts the door and then leans down, touches both birds as both you are returned to your normal sizes. Sonny, you do spit out a few feathers.
I look over at,
making
Drew.
pigeon sounds for a sec, and I'm like,
he slaps you.
I look over at Drew.
You're not a bird anymore.
All right.
And I just go, you turn us into birds to escape, and you turn me into the slowest bird?
He looks over at you and he goes, what?
You turned me into an owl. I'm the slowest bird.
No, you don't understand. My magic transforms people into the animal that is most like themselves.
So I'm a pigeon?
You turned me into the slowest bird.
That's just how the magic works.
I guess you're a slow guy.
And you turned yourself into a falcon? The fastest
that's
bird
what I turn
on the
into
dive?
and I do it.
I get it.
Yeah, that's what I do and I turn
I'm
into
gonna
it.
hop out of the inventory.
Okay.
All right. Likely story, Drew.
Chad hops out and he is currently missing one of his arms.
So
Oh shit.
Chad.
I don't have an arm.
What happened?
Why?
So the beast, I think, is made out of like jelly or ichor or something because my arm fused with them. And then when I jumped into the inventory, he still had my arm. So my arm's attached to the beast now.
Your arm.
Yep.
Oh.
So like a slime boss? Like King Slime?
Yeah, I think he's like a king slime type situation.
Okay.
I'm so tired.
You know, I don't know how, but
we're
gonna find a way to get your arm
open my
back.
notebook.
All right.
What are all of Chad's strengths and weaknesses again?
An interesting question.
I gain a boon to armor rolls against acid-based attacks. Difficult terrain does not phase me, and I have a bane to armor rolls against bludgeoning-based attacks.
So
have it under
write
special features.
all of that down.
Dabba-dee-dabba-die.
Should have put you now. Have one arm.
Bane, and that's the big
One
one.
arm.
Bane against
Arm, all caps.
Arm.
Bane. Bludgeoning. Weakness to bludgeoning damage. All right. I look at my loot. That is essentially a magic club.
It is indeed.
Noted. And I'll put that back in my inventory. Well, if he's a slime, then all of the strengths and weaknesses of our friend Chad here also apply to Chaos the
You're familiar.
Beast.
He goes, you're familiar.
Yeah.
He looks back at Chad.
Yep, I'm a familiar.
Resistance to acid, ignores difficult terrain, weakness to bludgeoning damage. That's the big one. Throwing
So
a
we
rock
gotta-
at him is more effective than hitting him with a sword.
Or hitting him with a tree.
Hitting him with a tree, and I point at
Well,
Chad and Sonny.
That did something for a second.
Drew looks back at Robert and he goes, it's always interesting to see a wizard with a familiar, able to understand what it's thinking without actually, hearing any words. There's something magical about that. I wish I had a familiar.
God damn it, I can't wait to be out of
Yeah.
this form so he can't perceive me anymore.
They sure have a special bond.
Now I don't want to be seen. Chad, you know what? I used to be upset about not being seen, but now I don't want to be seen.
Chad coming to the realization of what objectification means.
Mhm.
Damn
It's a
it.
cruel world.
It's like, oh, damn.
Drew goes, well, I suppose it could be something like that. I mean, no one really knows anything about the beast other than it is this powerful creature with all sorts of terrifying abilities. No one who's fought it for long has survived.
Probably because it stinks to high heaven.
That's an understatement.
I am so tired of vomiting. I've been here for less than an hour, and I already hate it.
You look down and see the front of your clothes has got like stains of vomit on it, like green slime stains.
Sorry, bud.
Drew looks over at you, Robert, and he says, to be fair, at least you're not dead.
No, but if you had 2 fits of nausea, coughing, and violent retching in the last hour, you would also not be having a good time.
He looks to his chest and he goes, I got split open across my chest not too long ago. I didn't like that either.
Yes. Mhm. I haven't liked many experiences since I got here.
I felt the claws go across my ribs. He says.
I don't like having
pat
one
him on
arm.
the shoulder as I head down to the
I'm not having a good day either, friend.
The hub.
He says.
I'm tired of being covered
pat
in
him.
slime. Oh, why haven't I taken this off? I unequipped the skin.
I just raise my one nub. I'm just like I'm tired of only having one arm. It's just happened.
We've been here less than an hour, and we're having the worst time of our lives.
all right.
I
Well,
love dungeon crawling.
Complaining ain't gonna help none.
You got unequipped skin, from
Yeah.
my understanding. All right, so no longer Chad skin. It lands on the. Do you put it in your inventory, or are you giving it back to Robert?
Oh, I look at it on the floor. You want that back?
Keep it in your inventory. I have another method to avoid the
Wait.
slime.
Hold on a
All right.
second. Does it have an arm?
I put it in my inventory.
I jump into
It
your-
does
I
have
mean,
2
it
arms.
has limbs.
I jump into Sonny's
It has limbs.
inventory and I put my arm against the arm of the thing to try and absorb it so I can have an arm again.
Wait, what?
Might not be able to do that in the inventory, but you could have him take it out of the inventory.
Can you take that out of the
the s-
inventory?
the
I want to
skin?
try and bond with the skin.
Oh yeah, sure. I drop it back on the floor.
Yeah, the the loose chat skin splats on the floor.
And I want to try and reconstitute my arm with skin.
All right, how many power dice are you gonna
Skin
spend?
graft.
I'm going to go with 2 this time.
All right, 2. Give me a roll. Tell me what you get.
3 and a 1 again.
Fuck.
Man, Chad! Chad! Oh no! You know what though? Got a good goof for this one too. So Chad, you slap yourself against skin and you start to absorb it. And you do absorb it back in and reconstitute your arm. Your arm is back, but now there is a mouth on Chad's palm. And you hear the mouth say, all right, let's go. Chad number 2. Hell yeah.
Yes!
Oh, yes.
Chad has an existential
Like-
crisis
like
at the visage of this eldritch horror.
Like fucking Miki from Parasite. Chad's hand transforms into a Chad face and goes, hey, what's up, number 1?
Not a lot.
Robert, who's halfway down the stairs, slowly turns to look at what he's hearing.
Nice, bro. Nice. All right. Well, the head on the hand turns to Robert and goes, all right, Robert, don't freak out. I'm trying not to freak out, but I'm 2 guys now, it says.
Yep, there's 2 of me.
Can you make the
I've cloned myself.
other one stop?
Have I created a 3rd child?
Oh.
Yeah, the head turns, looking, and goes, do I call you dad? Or is that weird?
That's weird.
A brother? I could be your brother.
Works.
Yeah, brother's better than dad.
What do we call me Chad too? Or what do we call me?
I will call you Chaddington Hand.
Chaddington Hand. I love it. How about we do we call me Had for short.
Had? Okay.
Or you could call him
Chad
You
Hand.
could call him Charm for Chad plus Arm.
Oh yeah, I like that. Let's go Charm, baby.
All right, Charm.
Hey, yeah. Chaddington Hand, full name, nickname Charm. Nice to meet you. Hey. Charmed, I'm sure.
I see what you did there.
You see what I did? They laugh exactly the same.
Robert takes a nod. Robert takes a slight nod, appreciating that Chad is trying to make the most of this objectively awful situation.
All right.
At least he's having a somewhat good time.
If you're,
I'm gonna go finish walking down the stairs to the hub and see if I can.
Now, Chad, what this is going to do for you, it's going to have 2 effects. Effect number 1 is you will gain a boon on all mental tasks because 2 heads are better than 1.
That's pretty fucking stellar. I'm not gonna lie.
You gain a bane though on all mental-based saving throws though, because you're not quite sure which Chad is the real Chad. You're the real Chad, he's real, but you're also real, but you're both slime, so which one of you is real? Your grip on reality is somewhat slipping.
Oh no.
Now that there's 2 of you, it might be possible for you to, if you have wounds to spare, split via mitosis and have 2 Chads running around.
Oh my god.
And then make some sort of shadow clone jutsu, and then if you come back together, you regain the wounds you spent to make alternate Chad. So since you have 4 wounds, split yourself in half. Each one has 2 wounds and running around.
I currently have 2 strikes, so each of us would have 1 strike.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Just thinking about the facts of you being a slime.
Arm Chad goes, all right, where do you want me to hang out? Because I could just be your hand, but if you're using your hands, that might be a bit awkward. So where do you want me to jam out?
Well, I guess you could maybe.
You could go on your back so we could see if anyone's sneaking up on us.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. You can go on the back of my neck.
Nice, sick, bro. Bro, dude, like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like Professor Quirrell, dude.
What if he hung out on your shoulder?
Yeah,
hung out on your shoulder like a parrot.
Hell yeah.
How do you know about
suddenly the hand
Harry Potter?
The hand turns back into a hand, and you hear Chad's body undulate a bit, and he looks fine. But when he turns to the side, you see a second Chad face on the back of his head.
Oh.
He could also hang out on Chad's shoulder like a parrot.
Just have another head just popping out of my shoulder.
An Etten, like a fucking Etten from D&D. Two-headed giant. All right, well, unless you want him to go somewhere else, he's just going to be another face on the back of your head. I like the
other face on the back of my head a lot. That's wonderful. Keep my head on a
so you
swivel.
just have another face back there.
To be fair,
literally.
You don't have a spine. You have 360-degree neck rotation.
Oh my god, I do.
And he goes, hey, no, wait, check this out. Hey, Robert,
who's now at the node looking at IP addresses, just looks up at them on the balcony.
It's Sonny.
That Robert, Chad, the slime face, looking at you, spins around to the other face, and then spins back and goes, but which one's the real Chad?
I don't know anymore. I don't.
Me neither, man.
When this is all said and done, I'm gonna. Which one do we turn back into?
All right. Well, if you're finished talking,
is there gonna be 2 of us?
I'm gonna go meet Robert and try to.
Or when one of us, when she transforms us back, is one of us gonna die?
I don't want to think about
Don't
that
think
right
about
now.
that. Come on, we got work to do.
Both Chads
scared.
get a glassy-eyed
I'm
expression.
scared.
I'm scared. Hold me, Chad.
Alright, it's gonna be fine. I kind of like a little grossed out. Put an arm around Chad, like on his shoulder. Like it's gonna be all right.
I put one of my arms on my own shoulder.
Chad's.
Hold me, Chad.
It's gonna be okay, buddy.
Robert mumbles to himself, "The nightmares never end. They never
Good
end."
God.
I need you to add a thing to your character sheet called what was it? Chattington Ham / Charm, nickname Charm. Get your Chad
Yeah, I
too.
did.
Chattington Hand, the charmed one.
It's underneath my special features. It said charm. Gain a boon roll to all mental tasks because 2 heads are better than 1, and reality split. Gain a bane on all mental saves.
Yeah, because you're freaking out a little bit. Chad is slowly becoming an eldritch horror, moment by moment.
It's what being a slime's all about.
All right, so
All right, come on, Chad.
So Robert, you're down by the panel looking through the ruins of this. This is like another one of those enclosed neighborhoods. It's filled with similar looking openings and doors and like houses built into the side of this large dome, like internal dome of like plants and vines and whatnot, with like these walkways and stairs with all these openings and houses. And once again, all the doors and windows have vines grown over them.
Drew,
Yeah.
I need web addresses that are close to the bottom.
Right. I will let you know. He walks over and actually legit sits down cross-legged on the floor next to you where the orb
I know
was.
things move,
rubs his
and you
face and
might
he goes,
not be sure what's down and what's up.
No, that's not the problem. If we move one of the nodes, it will draw attention to us because the entire structure is going to move.
I know. We'll have to move and then very quickly go to a different dome. We'll have to play the shell game as best we can.
Or, hear me out, we have somebody go to another node and run a distraction. 2 nodes run at once. He doesn't know which one to go for.
I volunteer
Although,
Drew.
50-50 chance.
I have
He
a
can fly
question.
the fastest.
Can you delay the movement of a node? Tell a node to move, but on a schedule.
No, it's direct input, but I suppose I could stay behind and activate this node. You two leave this node. I move it up higher, distract him. All of you go to a different node, move down while I'm doing that.
Maybe, but you don't have a good way of finding us again.
I like that idea.
It's not about finding you. If it comes down to all 4 of us, I can get away from him the easiest.
Yep,
That's fair.
Like I said.
Both Chads say at the exact same time.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
you know what, Daedra? Do you want to play both Chads because they are identical?
Sure.
Yeah. You know what? I'll give that to you. Have fun. That's my gift to you, is you get to play double Chad.
I'm never going to get used to that.
I just wish that I was back at the at home right now. Yeah, me too.
Can you use scrolls,
good.
Drew?
Most wizards can, yeah.
This might be of help for you then if you need to get away with a distraction. And I will give him the Scroll of Air Elemental's Call.
He'll take it, look at it, and be like, no, you keep this. This is an powerful
We
scroll.
have Marlin's conch.
What?
We have a conch that can summon Marlin. If we're in a bind, we can just
You can
use
do
that. And I will hold up Marlin.
tell you?
Summon
I will-
Marlin the Blue!
I will hold up Marlin's conch.
Summon?
Oh, yeah, he's a good friend of ours.
Can I touch it?
I will just hold it out to him, but I will not let it go.
Yeah, he'll just put his hands on it and then he'll let it go. Like, he'll let it go and he's like,
We have this. If this is our oh shit button, take
all right, yeah, no, I'll take the scroll.
scroll.
Then. He'll take it without question. He's like, hey, if you ever confront chaos, you could just summon that and you could have Marlin help you defeat the beast.
Ideally. We also have Bod the Builder's business card, which could ideally summon him as well as a potential oh shit button.
Oh, you know Bob the Builder
Yes,
too.
we helped him.
God, you guys are
we
real
helped him
connected.
repair the bridge. That's how we got to the Greenwood in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you're right. I did hear about that. I believe Chaos is the one who destroyed
Yes,
it.
something like that. Destroyed the bridge.
Yeah,
Actually,
you know,
was it
we're so
chaos?
well
'Cause I-
connected because we're the heroes. Yeah, we're both the heroes. We're all the heroes. All three of us. Oh, wait, no, all four of us.
He ignores you because he's looking at Robert. I'm also going to refer to Chad as Chads now, like
Plural.
like multiple. What are the Chads up to?
I wonder if Chad could keep doing this and create a Chad hive mind.
Please do.
The chive mind.
Chive mind.
Mind?
Bro. The fuck?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh no!
And then the original Chad will become the over Chad of the chive mind.
Over Chad. I hate it.
Oh my god.
Gee, fuck the Shadow Lord, man. Chad's gonna become the final boss at this rate.
Prime, the over Chad of the chive mind.
I hate it. So, oh no. All right. So yeah, Drew takes the scroll of that question. He just goes, "Oh, yeah, no, I'll take this. If you've got the conch that can summon Marlin, that's the greatest boon you could ever have. He's the most powerful wizard in all of the
So
land."
we have been told. So you take that.
You know he
That
is.
can be an oh shit distraction button for you.
All right.
And
Sounds good.
I suppose we'll go to another node while you figure out where to take this one.
Technically, when the nodes start moving, the bridges will disconnect. So what I can do is I can activate the node, and you can make your way onto the bridge and start sprinting. The bridges will disconnect at the middle. So go across the bridge fast. I will wait about 10 seconds, maybe 20 seconds, let's say. And then I will activate the node move. And so you guys will have to run to beat the bridge, but it allows you to be out in the open as little as possible when I move the node.
Alternatively, you could just keep the door cracked and watch us, and once we get about halfway, close the door and then move the node.
I guess, but it sounds more cool if we do it my way.
It's also way more dangerous for no reason.
But it sounds more cool.
Maybe, but it's more dangerous for no reason.
All right, fine. Do it your
This
lame way.
ain't a movie. This is real life, Drew. Come on.
This is how I cope, he says. This is how I cope.
Well, you'll get some
I live
really,
close to the
some
edge.
really cool escape methods. First off, before we leave, do you have the IP address of the vault so that we can just sort of go straight there?
I don't, not specifically, no. The vault doesn't have one directly. Technically, the vault is a structure that's always at the bottom of Metaburg. It's always at the center bottom. It could have been moved, though, because it has the power to do that. If our powers are hijacked, it could happen, but it should be stationary. It doesn't move.
Is there any particular rhyme or reason to what nodes would be lower and what nodes would be higher up based on address?
If I gave you one of those, you run the risk of accidentally lowering or raising yourself to a place you don't want to be because everything's been rearranged.
True, but I'm just trying to get any kind of direction so that we aren't just flying blind.
You get to another node after I move my node up higher, or at least try to.
Right.
Once you get to the other node, find a way to get down manually.
I suppose that's probably for the best.
That's probably the only way you're going to guarantee you're getting somewhere, unless you're able to find. There is a spell book that would help you know where every single node is. It has every node listed in it.
Okay. And their approximate location?
Yeah, it has them all stored inside, bookmarked, I guess you could say.
Like cookies.
If you can find the book.
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
If you can find the book, it can help you navigate this place more effectively. It can also tell you what each node is.
All right.
I don't exactly know where it got to, but I have an idea. There is one place that never moves, that can't be moved, because it wasn't made by id.
Mm-hmm.
It was technically made by Hector.
Right.
And that's a place I can send you, and the book might be kept there. There's a secondary vault. It's located near the bottom as well, so it works out. It's kind of a dome of crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And it does have magical warding and protection on it, but it's where the book was stored originally.
Then I think that might be where we're going.
I can try to send you there. Here. He reaches for your notebook, like if you wouldn't mind.
Hand it to him and the pen.
He'll take it and he'll write down the address for it and then close the book and hand you the book and the pen back to you.
Take it. sort of raise it up and nod my head in a thank you, and put it back in my
And he
inventory.
goes, be warned though, it will probably be guarded at the moment because of how valuable the item inside
Probably,
is.
but that's a risk we're going to have to take.
Right. Anyway, the book is extremely powerful. It will help you navigate this place more effectively.
Understood.
So, if you can get it, get it.
All right, let's move.
Oh, and one more thing. The book belonged to the original creator of Metaburg,
Hector?
Lark Muckerzerg.
Right, that guy.
It's a powerful spell book. It's called The Browser.
Uh-huh. Okay. The search engine. All right.
I guess it kind of is a searching device, yeah.
All right, let's go.
We're down.
So yeah, you head to the exit of the door. He looks back to the crystal. And as you guys get out the door, you hear Drew mutter something. You can't quite hear it because he's too far away. But you hear him let out an audible gasp. And then there's an explosion. A tide of green energy blasts outward, hitting you all like a tidal wave. And you don't have any time to react before you're hit by the shockwave. I need all of you to make me miraculous saves.
Okay. That's a 1.
Okay.
Oh my
That's
god.
6.
I am going
One
to
for
spend a
Robert.
hero die on that.
All right,
Yeah.
hero die.
Hey.
Oh, baby.
I'm just gonna let it roll.
Chad.
Well,
Chads.
it's
the
once,
Chads are knocked
it's once
unconscious.
per scene, so can Chad jump in an inventory?
Yeah, technically, because we arrived at a new node and we were having conversations. So yeah, I would say
Okay,
this is a
so
new
I jump
scene.
in the inventory then.
So what I will say is you're able to go into the inventory, but you still got hit by the blast initially. So you're in the inventory, but you're unconscious, if that makes sense. But you're not falling. You're not like falling through the air or anything. You got hit and you like lose consciousness, but phase into the inventory on reflex, and you're just unconscious. in the
One
inventory.
Chad got hit and passed out, while the other Chad got into the inventory before they passed out. Because 2 heads are better than 1.
Yeah, I like that. I love that. Yeah, I love that. Robert and Sonny, you're both blasted off the bridge and begin to plummet and fall and fall and fall as one of the node roofs is rapidly approaching.
Thank you all for listening to Hyperdive Heroes. If you like what you heard, please make sure to like, subscribe, and activate notifications wherever you get your podcasts.